In this workflow, I want to take you through how you can bring in your Revit family files for use inside of FormIt 360 Pro. So over here on the right hand side is our content library, and by default we do have some basic families that you can bring in here and use inside of FormIt. What I want to do here though is add a new library with some content. So I've got some previous content that I've set up. You can do this from the cloud, from A360 Drive, but you can do this locally. My preference is to do it locally, and what I want to do here is link in my local content library. So I'm going to do this via Revit, and I'm running this in Revit 2017, and we have in the add-ins tool the Convert RFA to FormIt 360 tool here. So this can be done for SketchUp. You can import in your FormIt 360s natively into the RVT format, and you can reload families. So what I'm going to do here is go to the converter, and I want to path it to where my family files are. So for this particular demo, I do have my FormIt data here, and inside of my Revit folder, I've created a family folder which has my Revit files inside of it, which are these ones just here. And I'm just going to be doing the COL, Church of Light, bench, chair, lectern, and wall light. And the next thing I'm going to do is path the converted files, which I'm going to load into my content library. So this is already set up. This is my, again, just in this location. So my FormIt folder. So that's my FormIt import. Okay. And what you can do simultaneously is you can upload those to the A360 Drive content folder. I'm not going to do that now for time, but I'm going to be able to run that. And I'm just going to do one thing here. I just want to check that folder's empty because I did have some other demo files in there, and I'm just going to run this. And what it's going to do is it's going to go through those models and convert them. And if we go back to the file here, we'll start to see some AXM files now coming in to our folder. So I'm going to grab that link and go back to FormIt, and I'm going to add that new content library. So here it is here. I've done it before, but I'll just show you how to do that. Just add it, select folder, and now you have that new location. So let me just get rid of those two again, just do it one more time. Select folder, and that's going to be it. You can also take it to your A360 account here as well. That is actually already mapped to my content folder on my A360 Drive, and these are just the options for setting up shortcuts. So we'll go OK, and now when we go to our FormIt import, you can now see the conversions. Now, one thing to note here is there was a problem with one of the files, and this was a wall-hosted light, and you will see this in terms of only families with the following categories will be converted. So sometimes some files, the RVT files, don't convert into the AXM file format. So just be aware that there are some limitations, but for most of the content, it's converted, it's ready to go. So you can see I've got my bench here, and I can just place it inside the model. Just give it a second. And here it is inside of our FormIt environment. And these come through grouped as well. So I just need a couple of seconds just to place it. And these come through grouped, and you can right click and you can open that group as well. So you can edit the group, hit E. What it will tell you though, if you do choose to edit that family, it's going to say you are editing content created in Revit. Any changes will be lost when converting back into the original Revit family. So just be aware of those limitations, and this will perform in the same way that you would expect it to perform with any FormIt type geometry. So one example is if I want to array, and I want to maybe have a few copies here of these benches. and I'll just take them out to that amount. These are instances of each other. So if I go back to that original family, that original AXM file now inside of FormIt, we can start to manipulate certain items. So if I want to extrude this up, for example, all those instances will adjust as well. So I won't do that. I'll just save that. Also, if you want to texture them, you can see the textures haven't transferred through, even though there's kind of an indication in the thumbnails. All you need to do though is open that group, hit E for edit, and you can go into your texture library here, and inside the main sketch I'll just use some of the textures I've got. So I'll just reuse the hardwood planks, paint with material, and go here. And because it's an instance, they're all updating. You can see they're a little bit grayed out here because those are the instances of that group. And you can start to double click to get more of the geometry. So you can either click once to just get one of the faces, or double click, and that will get most of that geometry. And these are just simple families. So I think I wanted to use this one for the actual cushion. Again, if I double click, it grabs the whole lot. And final check here. And there we go, all the instances have updated with those materials, and we now have our Revit families inside of FormIt, texturized, instanced, arrayed, and we're good to go.